There's one thing I've observed around every female, it's that cockiness and ego. Okay, it comes as a default, and this made me want to ask myself, why is every female like this? So what's up, guys? In this video I'm going to be talking about something that has been on my mind lately, and it's why women feel so powerful in society. Now, everything I'm going to be saying in this video, there are exceptions to it, but I'm going to be talking about this based on my personal experience around females, especially pretty women. Okay, and over the years I've understood that majority of women have built their entire existence around the fact that a man wants them. Okay, and it's just an observation on my part, because being with a couple of pretty girls, or being around pretty women, or being around women all my life, since I was a young boy, I was always making music and playing music. So I always had females come around and say, "Hey Chucky, can you teach me how to play?" I've always had that around me. Okay, so there's one thing I've observed around every female, it's that cockiness and ego. Okay, it comes as a default, and this made me want to ask myself, why is every female like this? There's what society considers good looking and not good looking, and there's what you call a market value, right? I've observed that both girls who are well-to-do, girls who look cream de la cream, very good looking, girls who have face, boobs, ass, everything, girls who don't have any of the above. Now, I'm not body shaming, but I'm just saying that based on societal expectations from a woman, the ones who don't have everything still feel the same way about themselves. Okay, and it made me start thinking, okay, why does every girl feel this cocky, feel this pride and some kind of egocentrism, or I don't know if that word is correct, but why is every female that I've ever met or been affiliated with narcissist, egocentric, proud, and cocky? You know, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It just pointed towards one thing: demand. And this is basically my own opinion, okay, right here. Demand. Whenever demand is placed on you, you feel very valuable. Okay, and I've observed that around pretty girls. These girls have experienced short men, tall men, black men, skinny men, light skinned men, black skinned men, brown skinned men, rich men, poor men. Different categories of men have chased them since they started developing anything feminine. Okay, and they've experienced this demand being placed to them. They're walking on the street, guys are like, hi. Family is treating them specially. Oh, make sure you come back home early, don't stay late. People give them special treatment from childhood. So this has built a mindset of people want me, people demand me in the average girl's mind. And I'm not saying this is wrong, I'm just trying to understand why females that I've been with, pretty females that I've been with, girls who are just there that I've been with, have this element of cockiness in them. Anyone who is supplying something to the world today and people are demanding that thing from him, there's the element of cockiness that comes with it. I'm an artist. When people start really listening to your music and sharing your music and talking about your music, it gives you a sense of cockiness and pride. And it almost makes you very egocentric. That's why you will barely see an artist or musician who is humble. It's very hard to see one, because once your music crosses borders and people start really demanding for you, I want this guy in my show, I want this guy to sing. It's not just music, fame generally. Once people demand you and people want you, it creates a sense of pride in you. A female, by default, already has so much value placed on her from childhood. Okay, she's already experiencing a lot of demand from family already. Like, the family is treating her specially. They making sure she's okay, so a man doesn't like do something crazy to her. Like, parents are paying special attention to the female child. You know, now there are exceptions to this. There are girls who will probably watch this and say, no, my family did not pay any special attention to me. There are exceptions to this, but I'm saying generally, the average girl has experienced some level of demand being placed on her from childhood, from family, extended family, to society itself, the street where she grows up, the school where she's going, the parties she attends. There's a bunch of men trying constantly to get her attention. And maybe when you're 15, a man says hi to you or a guy is treating you nicely unusually. You don't understand why at that age. Like, why is this guy just all over trying to be nice to me? Maybe the girl is like still trying to process it. But I feel like when women become aware of the role they play in society, oh, okay, I think I have something valuable that men want. When they get to that point, that is where the women empowerment starts. They start treating men like trash because they know that, oh, either ways, I'm the shit. You go to dating apps, you go to clubs, you go to places, whether you look good or not, there's a man who wants you badly. I think that really makes women feel very empowered, especially the ones who pay close attention. You know, they now realize that, okay, this is how valuable I am to society. I go to the bus and guys stand up for me. I go to the train station, guys stand up for me. Okay, I go to dating sites and every man is messaging me, how are you, angel? How are you, pretty? How are you, this? Okay, people see me somewhere, they just want to buy something for me. People inviting me for dates just to pay for my food. Everyone is treating me nice. You get to the point, I think even if I was a girl, I would get to that point and tell myself, oh, I'm the shit. Because that's the same way artists feel. That's the same way celebrities feel when they get to that point where people have just been nice to them and demanding them from different parts of the world. Same thing as a female. The average female in the province in Philippines already has men from Australia, US, Canada, all over the world trying to get her or trying to be nice to her. So I think this builds a sense of pride and cockiness. I'm the shit. Everyone wants me. And that's how you see girls navigate in society. You see, when you get into the clubs, for example, you see the way girls move into the club. They move in there with, by the way, even in clubs, they have free entry and sometimes free drinks, you know? So you see the way a girl moves into society or moves into a club with so much, she's with her cliques and she's like, she moves in there like she's the shit and everyone is looking at her. That's how most girls move into society or move in society, with that mindset of someone wants me or someone would want me. And that makes them feel valuable. I don't have a problem with that. That's just my observation. That's why I feel like women are naturally filled with a lot of ego, because from childhood to maturity, they've seen demand. And that's why you see when a woman walks into a place and men are not talking to her, no one is saying hi to her, no one is messaging her, that's where self-doubt and inferiority complex or lack of self-trust in herself starts stepping in, because they're seeing other girls being demanded for. 5 girls in the clique, you're seeing the other 4 of them. Every guy is walking up to them every day and saying, hi, can I have your number? What's your name? No one is talking to you. That's where the self-doubt or inferiority complex, lack of self-esteem starts developing. Because when a woman doesn't get this kind of treatment from men, like no one is calling her, no one is messaging her, no one is on her DMs trying to beg her for her, you know what I'm saying? You know, it makes her self-esteem drop immediately. And that's where you start seeing these kinds of girls trying to chase men and trying to seek this validation and trying to like, why is this guy not, let me chase him and he needs to validate me. I need this. Other girls are having it. What's wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me? Am I not pretty enough? Is there something wrong with my ass? Is there something wrong? Don't I look good? That's where a girl starts questioning herself, because she's not getting demanded for the way she's seeing other girls being demanded for. And that develops self-doubt. She starts doubting herself. You know, that's because I think women are naturally wired to want that demand. It makes them feel sexy. It makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel relevant in society. You know, so this is just my observation so far about women in my life and women I've observed so far. You know, you get closer to a pretty girl, you realize that she's not proud because she's having A1 in class or having 1 million in a bank account. No, that sense of pride comes from demand. She's been demanded for since childhood. That made me understand women to a reasonable extent. I'm not saying I'm a pro in understanding women, but now when I see a girl doing her activity and trying to make sure a guy notices her and compliments her and does it exactly the way other guy does it, you know, I understand what's going on. I've been in situations where a girl is being complimented by almost everyone in that room, and when you don't do the same thing, she's like, what's wrong with this guy? Is he okay? And every guy here has told me I look beautiful. Why is this person not telling me the same thing? You know, so it's just that thing that makes a woman feel powerful. That's why a woman doesn't want to even be in cliques where a girl there looks better than her. She wants to be the center of attraction, the spotlight. So you see females beef each other all the time. Once they notice that this girl is going to steal the attention from me, you see her shift from that circle of friendship, you know, or probably chismis or judge that friend so much. You know, it's just the thing of attention and being demanded. A woman wants to walk into a club and have every man turning and talking to her, okay? And that's how most of them are just wired. Most. I'm using most because most people don't really depend on physical appearance, you know, but generally speaking, I think this is how majority of females navigate in the world. Society has already given women this role to play, okay? And society has given men the role to play, which is become successful, women will want you. And society has given women the role of just become beautiful, successful men will chase you. You know, so this is the world we live in, and it's up to you. It's up to you though. Like, do you want to be this person in society that women want because you're successful? You know, or for a female, do you want to be this girl that ticks all the boxes and you feel entitled to a successful man because you're pretty, you have a great body, you know, because that's basically how it is though. Anyway, this is just a random rant. You can let me know your opinion too about what I'm talking about, because it's like, it's just what I think. It's my opinion. It's very much opinionated. I'm not saying this is the rule to life or whatever, but why do you think women act the way they act? From my opinion, it's based on demand. People demand them, and over time, it makes them know that, oh, I'm valuable. So demand increases value, okay? And that's why I feel like every woman feels this sense of value, whether she's rich, whether she's the best girl in the world or not, you know, there's the default feeling of I am the shit that comes with being a female. And I kind of understand it now. It's demand. People demand her, so it makes her feel like, okay, short guy, tall guy, light-skinned guy, chubby guy, muscular guy, skinny guy, every kind of guy has tried to get me, or tried to be nice to me, or treated me like a queen, or treated me like I'm special. So you come to a logical conclusion and tell yourself, I'm the shit. So you see a girl moving in society and she already moves with that energy of no one is better than me. I'm the shit, okay? So, and it's totally understandable. I'm not even bashing women for that. I understand it. If I was a woman, I would probably do the same thing too. But the equivalence for a guy is being relevant, famous, and successful, because it comes with some kind of demand too for you, you know? And when you see a woman who is very pretty and feels this way, when she's been matched with a man who is relevant in society, rich, and looks good too, most times that equation, there's always a power tussle between these two people, because it's like, that's why I see most celebrity relationships probably don't last, because it's because this girl already is valuable by society and this guy is valuable too, and these two people, who would bow? No one wants to bow. So over time, they're just gonna break up, basically. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your opinion about this topic, because I need someone to give me a cleaner explanation about this. Like, why do you think women feel very egocentric, narcissist, proud, you know, and very into themselves? You know, it's not a bad thing. I'm just asking, why do you think so, you know, in your own opinion? Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in some other video. Bye.